I think there's a real rarity. Of course, we both talked about it before about how there's a rarity of ghost stories, but it's even rarer to find a song that that is written by a ghost from the grave, not just about a ghost, but written by a ghost.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
There's
who better to tell a ghost story?
Yeah, right, than a ghost himself.
Exactly.
And a ghost that is determined in his cause for dying. At that.
Right.
If we think about the one that we're going to do here.
A guilty-hearted ghost.
Yeah, the ghost in this story, he not only, he's privy to the fact that he's supporting the girl that he loved in her continuing to follow through with the lie.
Right.
And let him die.
So this is the bone I have to pick with this song.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a great song. I love this song. Well written, beautiful song. So the guy is convicted of murder. He didn't do the murder, but he looks a lot like the person. All the witnesses said it was him because he looks a lot like the person who did it. He was having an affair with his best friend's wife at the time. That's why he doesn't admit it. Right. She walks the hills in a
long black veil.
Sorrow, mourning his death. She didn't say anything. She didn't die.
No, she didn't die.
She didn't say anything. Yeah. She let him die. And she cheated on her
husband and wouldn't stand up and say, oh no, it wasn't him.
And no one
just because she didn't want to get caught
mentions that in the song.
And so he loved her so much that he was okay with her.
But she's like the villain. She's
absolutely the worst character.
And no one, it's not mentioned in the song that there's not an ending
Right.
Yeah, where he pulls her down into the grave and she gets what's coming to her or something like that.
We should write that.
Maybe we need a new version of it.
She leaned over the grave and she stared in the casket. I jumped up and grabbed her and threw her in the basket.
Threw her in the basket.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We got to come up
next time. Not this time.
There's no justice in this.
There is no justice.
I mean, really, but he loved her that much.
A murderer also is on the loose.
Yeah, I know.
What if the murderer on the loose killed her?
Right, and
at the end or something.
Right, yeah, and then something. I mean, there's
got convicted, and then everything's right again.
If this was a television series, I mean, it could go on and on.
Yeah,
like ghosts and
that's like a cliffhanger season finale that they left us with.
Well, I think it's definitely the guy's twin. If it looked a lot like him.
Oh,
right.
I didn't think about that
one. The twin.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it must have been, and maybe the twin was having an affair too with the same girl. And maybe
she didn't know the difference.
Right, and she wasn't worried about losing the one guy because she still had the twin that looked just like the other guy.
Right, and there's probably some life insurance money in there somewhere too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I see this as futuristic. Didn't you always see it as futuristic?
No, I didn't. But
it's
a sci-fi.
Maybe not. I mean, I figure if we're going to take it a little ways, we might as well go.
That's too far.
Too far. I mean, it really is. It has to be a Western. I mean,
right? Yeah, I see it in Appalachian, country.
Yeah, country where they're still hanging people maybe in the 1800s.
The 1800s.
Yeah,
but who knows?
No, I like the idea of it being a sci-fi, futuristic kind of a thing. It's like
it could be a clone. There could be a clone.
Yeah, clone.
In there,
that's why it looks just like him.
Exactly.
Anyway, Lefty Frizzell had a wonderful version of this song.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And of course my father recorded it, but
every version of this song I've liked.
Emmylou Harris. There's some good ones. Justin Johnson recorded the instrumental version of it. Yeah.
This is one of those songs that when I was gigging a lot with different groups and different bands and singers, this is one of those songs I played 200 times before I ever actually heard it.
Right.
And so it was like when I heard it, I think it was the Johnny Cash version, and I like his version the best. I just like his voice over it a lot.
Yeah.
But it's just always been one that I always loved playing. It's just such a good melody and story.
Well, let's see if we can get that ghost back out of the ground for one more story.
Try not to screw it up.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
No, let's do it.
Definitely.
Well, you start it up. You gotta get a little tempo.
10 years ago, on a cold, dark night, someone was killed beneath the town hall lights. There were few at the scene, but they all agreed that the slayer who ran looked a lot like me. She walks these hills in a long black veil, visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. The judge said, "Now son, what is your alibi? If you were somewhere else, well then you won't have to die." I spoke not a word, though it meant my life. I had been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil, visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, well, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Play it, Justin. Well, the scaffold is high and eternity near. She stands in the crowd and she sheds not a tear. Oh, but sometimes at night, when the cold wind moans beneath a long black veil, she cries over my bones. She walks these hills in a long black veil and visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. makes you want to look behind you and make sure nobody's watching from.
Saw that creepy ram head up there staring at me.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, no, I think the head moved. I think the ram head's been moving on us, hadn't it? I swear it was looking the opposite direction. Wouldn't it look in the opposite direction when we first?
You need to get that like an animatronic head and just mess with people in here like that.
Yeah, make sure to play something real creepy.
Just look down, snort every once in a while.
Yeah, like it's Disney or something like that. Yeah, you know, it's a mournful thing. It really is. I mean, there ain't no hope in that melody. That guy's singing from the bottom of the pit.
Yeah,
I mean, he is.
What a good song, though.
Oh, no,
it's just such a good story. Such a good storytelling.
Yeah, it is. You know, and I think that's something that's missing in a lot of music is a good story. Mm-hmm. You know, or a story that's been partially told. Sometimes it's okay if it's partially told. Like it begs you to wonder more.
Right.
You know, then you wonder more.
I like that you don't know also that he's dead until like halfway through.
Yeah.
And then you realize it. Yeah. And once the first time you hear it, it's like, ooh, you get that.
I know it. Yeah. Well, that's good. But you know, life goes on for us, you know.
Especially if you're a ghost.
If you're a ghost, life goes on and
life
on.
Goes
and you get
on.
to spend a whole lot more time dead than you do alive. Anyway, live from the Cash Cabin, we are still alive. And even though we're going to end up spending a lot more time dead someday, for now, we're giving you some ghost stories and continuing on the stories that matter. Live from Cash Cabin Studios.
I'm depressed now.
Yeah, maybe
that was the most depressing sign off I've ever heard.
Yeah, maybe that's why there's not so many.
We're going to be dead for a lot longer.